Hello and welcome to the final of the Wayland Games Store Championships with me, Rebecca Gillard, and joined as always by Richard Walker.
Hello.
Hello. And on the left we have me playing Stark Fealty, and on the right hand side we have Callum Gillespie playing Bara Sea of Blood.
Wow, what are you doing in the final, Bex?
I don't know. You dropped, so
that's not an
it made it easier.
Don't let Calvin in.
Made it easy for me to make it. So I managed to make the final. My only loss during the day was to you. But we replayed it and I would have won.
Yeah, if you didn't cock it up.
Yeah, if I didn't cock it up. And we saw Callum in the previous game playing against Calvin with the Tyrell Wars. So setups here.
Wow.
I believe Callum mulliganed for this, but I decided to keep mine. Because I had a duped Winterfell in hand, and I thought Winterfell against Sea of Blood duped seems like a really, really good idea. So I decided to stick.
It's pretty good, yeah.
I've also got a Northern Armory and I think it's a Bear Island down the bottom there.
That's not Bear Island.
Not Bear Island.
Must be a Northern Keep.
Northern Keep, that's it. Thank you. And on the right-hand side, Callum has a Rose Road, 2 Fiery Followers, and 1 card in Shadows.
So you played out 4 cards on setup, which can be reduced by fealty. Not getting fealty value here.
Sorry.
That's
but
fine.
I thought, as I say, I thought considering what I was up against, a duped Winterfell seemed really, really good. So I decided to keep it. I don't know whether it's the best idea, but that's what I did.
Yeah, I can't remember if Callum run Nothing Burns Like the Cold.
Even if he did, I can just get rid of a Northern Armory.
That's what I was going to say. So it's lucky you've got... He might not run it, but you've got the Northern Armory to give extra protection to the Winterfell. If you'd have just set up Winterfell alone against someone who is running Nothing Burns,
that would have been sad.
That would make you very sad.
We've got our opening plots there. So Callum playing a Late Summer Feast, which we saw him opening with in the previous game as well. So it's a good opener for Sea of Blood. It lets them set up the board, get as much military presence out as possible to really put the pressure on from turn 1. On my side, I've played Winter Reserves. So basically, you can probably guess from the Northern Keep and the Winter Reserves, my deck is sort of based around the winter kind of theme. So there are sort of winter-themed cards that work in my deck.
I see.
There you go.
Yes. This is Johanna Jarvinen's deck from Finland. He posted his deck on Throne DB, and it working well for you so far.
Thank you.
Don't thank him. He disagreed with my arrogant contender review for the chapter pack, so he's bad now.
Oh, do we not like him anymore?
No, he's bad.
Is he a bad man?
He's just bad.
Do we make the bad man fly?
Yes. Yes, we could.
Just need an Aaron faction now, right?
You made Callum first, which is good until this happens. That's less good.
Yeah.
But lucky you've got Winterfell.
Yeah. As long as he doesn't have a Nightmares, I'm fine.
That would make you very sad.
That would definitely make me sad. And an Eye of Ravens, so Callum can shuffle in those events and things that he goes to get. Excuse me.
He's saving 3 gold, and we saw in the last game he saved a lot of gold quite early. And that would because he had put to the sword already in the hand and other events that he could use.
Yeah.
We've seen that he plays Saving the Kingdom. We've seen that he runs Seen in Flame. We've seen that he runs Even-Handed Justice, which are all events that you can use in the challenges phase.
He also has a card in Shadows, so it could be that he's looking to use that. I think that's my Bear Island.
Yep.
So triggering the Bear Island to get a gold back. Playing out a Steward.
You have almost every card on the board is economy aside from Winterfell. And that is 7 cards. Well, 5 out of 7.
And then Sansa, so kneeling a Winterfell Steward and paying 1 for Sansa because she's loyal. I get to react with Bear Island for the 2nd time.
That's really good.
So that's 2 gold back for me that I had that turn.
I'm surprised you've got any cards left. You played out 1, 2, 3, 4 out of the 9 you had.
Well, I thought I should probably get a bit of board presence.
So the military claim
won't
hurt you as much.
And quite honestly, there's nothing that I'm too bothered about if he does get through a put to the sword. So. And a Jon Snow there, just because I had some weird cards in hand, if I remember, at this point. And I think I've been considering mulliganing because I didn't really have any characters in hand. I think I had a couple of little chuds or something.
And you didn't really draw up into enough?
And I didn't really draw into anything big. But I didn't feel too worried because I had Winterfell. So Callum there coming in with the big military, and at least I can use Winterfell to make sure he doesn't do anything horrible. So at worst, it's going to be the intimidate, I guess. So I decided not to defend because then at least maybe I'd have one card standing because I kind of forgot about his card in shadows. Never mind. So he intimidates Jon. And he could go for the intrigue here if he wanted to. He forgot the renown on Bob there as well. There's nothing on the board that stops him getting it.
Could be focused on how annoyed he is with the military block. Winterfell is tough for Sea of Blood if you're running few or no winter plots.
So I just took that renown then. He took it and I joked. I was like, oh, you missed it. And he was like, fine, I won't take it then. I was like, no, it's fine, you can take it. I'm just teasing. So yeah, so he just got the renown.
Bad girl.
I was only teasing him, but he took it seriously.
This is the final.
Am I not allowed to tease him?
He's not Calvin, you know. You can't just joke around like this.
Oh, okay.
Just to point out a Northampton versus Northampton final.
Yeah.
Near London. I'm just kidding. I'm just teasing. They've got a Shadow Priestess coming from Shadow to Neil Sansa.
Yeah.
And then we go to Dom. He didn't want to use Northern Armoury to poke through a challenge.
I didn't think it was worth it at that point.
I think it could be used more impactfully later game, I expect. I assume you triggered the Late Summer Feast on Callum's plot.
I can't remember if I did or not, and we were talking, so I didn't even notice if I did or not. Maybe. I think I did, because I vaguely recall saying to Callum, I don't mind if you throw an extra challenge my way, because at least I get some more cards. And then he didn't throw any more challenges at me.
Oh, your Winter Festival has been shut down.
Oh, yeah.
So you're behind 3-0.
Yes.
You have a lot of economic options, so as long as you draw into those decent cards soon, you'll be okay.
I've not found my draw module yet, though.
What's your draw module?
Mage.
Mage. Oh, so you just need a Bear Island Scout then, basically. Wow.
So he's only getting 2.
That is a bad exchange. 6 events.
And you can see there that only one of those events is a put to the sword. Like everything else is, consolidation of power, saving the kingdom, even-handed justice.
Not even a location there.
No.
I mean, attachment and event, sometimes you whiff on, but to get 6 events on an exchange, I've never seen anything like it. Wow. So he's not going to be very happy with that.
No. So I'm not going to give him put, just because...
He got Bob.
He's got Bob and, yeah. So I gave him consolidation of power, with my reasoning being, at least I get a power from it.
Wow. Makes up for Winter Festival being nerfed by the Summer Plot exchange, right?
Yeah, we'll go with that. And also, he can't actually kneel that much at the moment because everything's boosted by 1 by the Winterfell.
Yeah.
So he can only really kneel 1 character out. So I can deal with that. Don't mind if he kneels my Sansa. He can kneel Sansa because there's someone in the dead pile.
Yep.
So I've been made first, so I get 5 from my plot, 1 from the Winter Reserves, and 1 from my Northern Armoury. I then kneel the Northern Keep to gain another 1 because there is a summer plot out as well, which means I only get 1 gold instead of 2. If there was no summer plot, I would have got 2. But still, I'm quite happy with 8 gold.
It's generous.
Plus my Bear Island and my Steward.
So what do you have? You must have a character soon.
A big character or just a character in general?
Both would be nice.
Both would be nice, wouldn't it?
Yeah. You look like you're in danger of spending some money now. You've made a space for another location, I saw.
No. Maybe. It's not a very exciting location, to be fair. Although, I'd just like to point out to Martin Lewis, who I played in the top 4. He thought I was playing a bit slowly in the top 4. But I'd like to point out that I'm equally slow in this game. I don't stall. I just think really, really slowly about stuff. I've played out Rob Stark there, but I forgot to trigger Bear Island, so that was a bit silly. And then I've also put out Car Hold, which is the one where you can only gain power on characters if you have a winter plot. I think that's right.
Characters or locations.
Or locations, there you go. So yeah, so I apologise for everyone watching that I'm a little bit slow when I play. It's because especially on camera as well, I'm like, I really don't want to do something wrong on camera. And I've already made mistakes, so it's going well.
You're waffling, and it's not that bad.
Sorry. I'm a waffler.
You're a waffler. Yeah, it wasn't that bad, really. But you did forget the Bear Island. It's true.
I don't think it makes too much of a difference, but...
Maybe not. You've got Rob out now.
Yeah! I'm going to win.
Maybe.
Standy Rob and Skagos.
Ooh. Well, you got all the locations you could ever need.
Yeah. Political
disaster will make you really, really sad.
Shh. There's no such thing. So we'll dupe on Rob. Or Bob, even.
Well, this makes Valar Morghulis more attractive for Callum.
Shh.
However...
It's fine.
However, you have a much better recon. You've got Fealty, you've got Bear Island, you've got Hartree Grove, you've got a Northern Keep, and presumably you have even more winter plots. So your winter reserve will help. You've got so much economy. As long as you keep a handful of cards, you should be able to recover from resets really well.
Yeah. So Callum there using the consolidation. He tries to kneel Sans and Rickon, but I do point out that you can only kneel one because of the boost from Winterfell. He chose Rickon, and then I was like, "You sure?" He's like, "Oh yes, Sansa." Rickon seems like a very strange choice when Sansa is also on the board, but it does give Sansa the power.
He got no icons.
And it's still got 3 gold remaining there, so...
You got a little bit of an engine now on the board, in that you can sack that Chud to stand your board with Rob.
Yeah.
And stand with Jon Snow too.
Yeah. Yeah, I've got a few little options now for getting everyone stood back up. Callum's deck is quite heavily based on keeping the opponent's side knelt. We mentioned in the previous game, although it's Sea of Blood, the focus isn't as much on the targeted kill. He more uses the agenda to go and get the kneel events and the control events. So with Winterfell out and Rob now, I've got quite a nice advantage until he Valar Morghulis me. Yeah.
Actually, I think we saw in the last game that he was playing Wildfire. Which I hurt a little bit. But you've also got Skagos there, which can stand the board without losing any board state, so you don't need to use the Jon Snow.
Yep.
So that's pretty good as well. If anything, you've got one of the direct counters to Callum's deck, as long as you've got a way to stop the Sea of Blood trigger, which you have in Winterfell.
Yeah.
But the rest of the deck, with all these stand tech, directly counters all the Neil tech that Callum is playing.
And putting a card into Shadows there. And he also put the Light of the Lord on Bob.
He did.
Which means that, is it beginning of the dominance phase, stands the attached character and gain a gold.
Yep.
Which works really, really well with Saving the Kingdom, which we saw Callum running in the previous game. So he can use Saving the Kingdom to say that a character cannot stand this turn. And then at the beginning of dominance, he can stand Bob, which will probably win him Dom. With the gold that he gets from Light of the Lord as well, he can then use that to get Saving the Kingdom back to hand. It's a nice little cycle there on repeat.
Well, that whole board is going to be restood except the Shadow Priestess.
Yeah.
I mean, if I was you, I'd be thinking, well, Callum's going to be running the Withering Cold in that, surely. With Light of the Lord and the Standing Fire followers. That might be a winter plot you should be careful of.
Yes, but, that requires me being logical. Okay, so I go into a military with Robb and Jon Snow. In the reaction window from someone being sacrificed, I trigger Robb to stand everyone back up.
Yep, so you're reacting to the cost, which is the sacrifice. Then now you resolve the effect.
Yeah, now I resolve the effect. So I've definitely got at least 2, maybe 3 Rickon in my deck, honest. Yeah, I'm just searching. It's gonna be in there. Definitely in there, guys. I'm just gonna like search again. I'm just gonna check my hand. Just searching again. Yeah. May have fucked up.
You think?
Maybe. So maybe slightly tilting at this point because I'm like, oh shit, I've just sacked a character, and I don't actually have another Rickon, and actually I really want this Rickon on the board because I'm against Sea of Blood. And in my tilting moment, I just put the cards back down and didn't shuffle.
Oh, you cheated.
I'm so sorry, Callum. I know it looks really bad. I swear to God, I have absolutely no idea what was on top. I was too busy tilting.
So you spent about half a minute memorising the card and then you played on.
All of our viewers will know that my memory is horrendous. So there's no way I just remembered it, I promise you. But yeah, I'm really, really embarrassed. I was playing so carefully to try not to make any mistakes, and I did something really stupid like that.
Well, it does help if you built your own deck so you know what's in it. But Johanna's deck online only has 1 Rickon Stark.
I could have sworn I'd seen like 2 or 3 earlier on in the day. So yeah, I'm really sorry,
It must have been the
Callum.
same Rickon every game.
Yeah, I'm sorry, guys. I'm a terrible person.
You made an error.
Yeah. I'm just going to go sit in a corner with the shame hat on.
So why did you even do that? Because you're doing a military.
Yeah, I'm doing a military with Robb and Jon still. That's not changed. And I sacked the Rickon to stand my board back up so that Robb wouldn't be 5 million strength from all my knelt characters.
Cool. So you're in for a military for what, 11?
Yeah. Callum decides to let that go through unopposed. So I get my unopposed. Very nearly forget my renown on Robb because I'm still tilting. But yeah, that was fun. So then I think, well, I might as well do a chump power because, at best I get unopposed. At worst, he kneels out his bob, which I'm not too concerned about if that happens because that means I can win the other stuffs.
What? Intrigue?
You could do a military with the fiery followers if he was crazy.
Not going to win it though.
That's why I said if he was crazy. So I do the little power and that goes through unopposed. So I get unopposed and claim.
Yep. And you rightly adjudged that he's not going to want to kneel Robert. He's going to want to use him offensively. I mean, he's got 10 strength from military on the board. You've still got 11. However, when he kneels all his characters, that will boost Robert further.
Yeah.
I mean, you can defend with 11. He can go in with a maximum of 14.
So basically, he's going to win a military.
If he wants to. It's not very. He doesn't really have many incentive to go all in military with Winterfell on the board, though.
No.
So
I decided to poke an intrigue challenge at him. And just get the Silice, which I think is one that I gave him earlier with the exchange.
Oh, right, okay.
I don't know if it was the best idea or not, but it was done.
So we're going to see how much you care about your hand.
So I've got a few options if I do want to save it. If I can get Sansa stood, she would be 4 strength, so she'd win the intrigue. And it does mean that I can still win the military, possibly, against Bob.
Yeah, if everything's knelt, Bob will be 11 strength, which is your highest possible military strength.
Or maybe I have a plan.
You're going to Jon Snow it.
I am.
That way you can win the military still.
Yeah, I can win the military and the intrigue.
I think that's good mathing. So you're going to do a power challenge, right?
Well, there's no point in doing the military because I'll just win it.
And you'll get a renown.
And I'd get renown.
Might as well do the power.
Power makes
You'll
more
block
sense.
with Rob, which will make, Bob 10 strength. Rob will be 6. Still can't nail Jon Snow. However, Callum will win Dom because Fiery Followers and Light of the Lord. So I think power challenge is the way to go.
So yeah, he's going in for the power, as he predicted. He's on 5, 6, 7, 8 strength with Sansa.
Now you're doing some mathing.
Yeah.
Still haven't used that Northern Armory yet.
No.
You're doing some proper math.
Yeah, I hate math.
Are you considering standing Sansa?
Yeah.
That would make Sansa 4 strength. So that would be 10 strength. Interesting. The Bob is now
9.
9.
Yeah, 9 to my 10.
Oh yeah.
So I won the power.
Damn, I can't math.
So, I felt like I needed to try and get ahead as early as possible. So I thought it's important to protect my hand, protect my power. So I don't know if maybe I used my resources too early in sacrificing the chuds and using the Northern Armory. But it's helped me to keep the lead. And also, if, for example, Callum does use Wildfire, we've both only got 3, so it kind of takes the option out.
I don't think being in the lead is as important as controlling the game.
Yeah.
And I think you have enough control over Callum's game plan, if not control of the game. Callum deck is geared around the Sea of Blood trigger, getting that extra draw and economy from his agenda. And you can negate that, which is going to slow him down.
Yeah.
So he's going to control your board with the 4th March.
Which makes sense. I just need a couple of chuds to try and sacrifice and restand everyone.
You've only got 2 cards in hand, it seems.
Yeah, that's the only issue.
Do you have a draw plot?
No.
What are your draw options in this deck?
I've got Time for Wolves.
Okay.
Which is the only draw plot. And then I've got the Bear Island Scouts, Mage.
Time for Wolves would have been not bad. Put it in play, get a chud back to your hand out your dead pile, which boosts hander, play the chud out, that's your sack bait.
Yeah, I think I was holding off because I thought he was going to reset or do something annoying. So I feel like I was holding off the Time for Wolves until I needed it, maybe.
Okay.
I can't remember exactly, to be honest. So kneeling the Hearttree Grove and the Fealty and paying a chunk.
Ooh, Mage.
For Mage.
And you still got so much gold.
I think that's why I was... there we go. I think that's why I protected my hand, because I was worried about him taking Mage.
Take the one out of the dead pile. Oh, you're taking Rickon.
Yeah. Because I can Skagos Summer. And if I do it that way, then it's like a surprise. Sansa can get like an extra strength.
Yeah.
And I also have a Gates of Winterfell.
I like it. Yeah, so now you've got some draw as well. So drawing 3 cards around with that can be good.
Yeah.
Plus you can add another card into your hand by Skagos Summer.
And maybe Mage.
So this would have been a really nice recovery after a reset. As it is, it's nice. Callum knows he's going to use Skagos to stand the board at some point.
But not with my Rickon.
Yeah, don't do that.
Let's not do that again.
You dork. What are you?
A dodgy slang word for penis, apparently.
Don't be a moron. Don't be like Rebecca.
Hey! I'm not that bad.
No, you're not that bad.
Oh, what's he got down there? Is that a King's Road?
It does appear to be some sort of kinging road.
Maybe he's preparing for a reset.
See what he commits to the board. We know he got some big military icons in his deck. City Watch, King's Hunting Party, Barry Stan Selmy.
I think he runs course Stannis as well, if I remember correctly.
Does he?
Oh, he's using the King's Road.
Melisandre.
Mel.
Unfortunately, that's not going to do a great deal for him. It's going to mean you'll use your Skagos trigger sooner rather than later to stand your board again.
Yeah. It's not a major
But with
issue.
Skagos, the sacrifice, it doesn't really reduce your board state anymore. And, it doesn't really use up your resources. But when you had to sack something off your board and you wouldn't get it back, you're losing a character off your board. But with Skagos, you're not.
You missed my pun.
I deliberately ignored your pun because it was bad.
Oh, what was it?
Shit. A dog shit pun for a dog shit punner.
I was so happy with my pun, you just talked past it.
Do you want to say it again for all the cheap seats at the bet?
In case you didn't hear, guys, it's not a mage or issue when he was needing mage and then he changed his mind anyway. But, at the time it wasn't a major issue that he now mage. Major. Just for you, Whammer.
I can't express how disappointed I am.
Oh, you love it, really.
No. So, you're doing a shuffle?
Yeah, I remember to shuffle this time. So, I used Summer. Skagos on Summer. Summer's reaction got that Winterfell Steward out of the dead pile, which means that Sansa's strength has gone up.
Yep, if you commit something on defense that powers Robert up. Yeah. Yeah, Stark Fealty definitely makes Bara really, really sad at the moment. Unless they... Black Cell, the recent Bara spoiler card, may be able to do a little bit. It stops a character from standing or kneeling, which might be able to help in this matchup, but I don't think it's going to be enough on its own with the mass stand that can be done with Wyman and Rob.
Yeah, it does make it difficult. Sansa now is at 5 strength. So if he wants to block the intrigue, he's going to have to kneel both. It looks like he's just going to chump block.
Case of the Moon.
I think I'd quite like them to play that.
I think he might have liked to play it himself. Rather than,
Yeah.
Because the other option is, he probably doesn't want to give you money. But I don't think you're struggling for money. Because you've got so many economic options.
Yeah.
You've got too many options for challenges, it seems.
It's just math. Because I want to do a military, but obviously there's the whole Sea of Blood thing. So I have to be careful because I want to make sure I get stuff through so I can get renown and all that kind of thing. So, so yeah, I'm slow at math. I'm sorry.
No, Robert Baratheon, he makes math hard. And he significantly slows down games. In all the games I've played against Robert, he just slows the game down because for every permutation of strength that you're going to commit to an attack, his strength changes. So you have to recalculate that constantly. And he definitely slows down challenge phases.
Yeah, let's blame that.
I am blaming that.
Callum's got a card in Shadows.
He has. Likely another priestess. He's got 3 gold, 4 gold, I think. So
I vaguely remember in the game that I totally not realised he got a card in Shadows.
yeah, that happened a lot, I think. I constantly play games and then someone brings a card out of Shadow and I don't think that was very clearly put into Shadows.
I don't know about him not putting it into Shadows very clearly, but certainly...
I think Callum definitely did it quite clearly. I remember him doing
Yeah,
it.
that's what I'm saying. Like, I'm sure he would have done it nicely.
But some opponents, they just...
Hide it, yeah.
Yeah. Well, they don't hide it. They just put it down. They don't say, I'm marshalling a card into Shadow.
Yeah.
They just thought, put it down, pay the gold.
Just a quick note there. So Callum defended the military of Bob, but it still goes through. So winning the challenge, I reacted with Mage to reveal the top card of my deck, which was a Fat Cat. That goes into hand. And
Fat Cat.
Get Renown on Bob and Mage. As an action, I used Jon Snow to stand Rob by sacrificing Rickon. And then I'm about to go into a challenge.
You might want to use the priestess here.
Yeah, so like I say, I didn't realise he had a card in Shadows. I just missed it, I guess, in the moment. So, of course, perfect timing for Callum to bring it out and he can kneel out Rob. So that sacrifice was in vain on my side, but never mind. This does mean that Callum can get through the intrigue and the power and oppose, though.
Well, not necessarily. You could use Jon Snow.
I've already used him.
What? And Rob?
Yeah.
And Skegler?
Yeah.
Wow. Okay.
Because I'd stood Rob using Jon Snow.
Mira
seems good.
Uh-oh. And you've got a sacrifice outlet. You've got a Chud in hand. You've got Mira in hand.
And I remember to trigger my Winter Festival, even.
That's amazing.
Sounds good.
I never remember to trigger that. Never.
Okay.
I remember the time I first built a range deck and I put Winter Festival in it and then I ranged out of it. Like a duck. Like an absolute moron.
You numpty.
Didn't do that again.
That table looks a lot like our dining table.
Really? That's the thought. You're commentating a game and all you can think about is the dining room table.
Oh, look, there's you. I recognise your trainers.
Thank you. I think at this point I'm just taking a picture for the lads in the chat.
Oh, thanks for that. Not there for moral support then.
No. I can't watch your games.
Is it because I'm so slow it's annoying?
Because I'm worried you're going to fuck up and tilt and then you're going to look at me and tilt more.
Yeah, that's true. You make me tilt more normally.
Ow, breaking ties.
Yeah, my restricted card. It used to be so popular, didn't it? It was like the plot. And yeah, it was in the deck list, and I think, well, I can't say his name. Is it Johannes? Johannes. Said that, it'd be better not to have breaking ties. And I was like, no, I'm breaking ties. So I just left it in. I enjoyed having breaking ties. I couldn't decide which one to get rid of. I decided that actually keeping Summer alive would be better because Summer lets me bring back smaller characters, admittedly, but still lets me bring back characters.
Yeah, and with 2 characters going into the dead pile, Sansa's effectiveness will be diminished.
Exactly. So although
now, you don't have an intrigue icon except Mira. That we know of.
Yeah, I don't have very many intrigue icons in that deck. So kneeling the Northern Keep to gain a gold. And a dupe on Mage. So not quite as scary for the potential Valar M. Although losing Rob would be very, very sad. I think if he had it, he would have played it by now.
Oh wow, you got Breaking Ties fuel there.
Oh yeah. That's the only thing Hodor's good for.
Harsh. Poor Hodor.
Other than supporting Bran.
So as it stands, you can get rid of Melisandre and 5 followers and get a claim on Bob. I don't think you've run March, so whether it's worth it or not, I don't know.
It will help me to control the board, I guess, and also lets me trigger Rob to restand everything. Because I'm assuming things are going to get knelt, right?
Sounds delightful.
So just on to Callum's marshalling then. And just got the 4 gold there. What's he marshalled there, Richard?
Who? What? When? Where?
Is that a the one furthest away? That's the one that you kneel it and you...
The Stormland Fiefdom.
That's it.
Yeah, the one that we talked about a lot in the last video.
Yeah, that's one.
And you still cannot remember it.
No. You know my memory's terrible. We've discussed this. And another dupe on Bob. He's not going anywhere.
He can still trigger the City Watch for 4 gold, which he has 4 gold, because he had more power on his faction card.
So I decided just to get rid of Melisandre, because I figure if he plays anything in the challenges phase, at least then he can't trigger off of Mel.
The scene in flames you're worried about?
Yeah, something along those lines. And then I bring Mira out to blank Bob. That's really annoying. So it makes it a lot easier for me to get my challenges through. So the intrigue there, stealthing fiery followers.
In the name of your king. That's kind of funny.
Stealth and fire followers, that lets me get through unopposed. And taking, as we say, the in the name of your king, which is kneel your faction cards to end a military challenge with no winners or losers. Is that right?
Yep.
But then he can't initiate a military challenge that turn himself.
So you know whose only card in hand is Melisandre. Mm-hmm. So no tricks.
So I'm doing a power there with Mage and Rob. And then as an action, I use Skagos on Summer. As a reaction to the cost, Robert restands everyone. Rob restands everyone. I go and get Summer again. I'm going to trigger Summer. I think there's a Winterfell Steward or something in the discard pile. Can't get anything out of the dead pile, I believe, because they're too high strength.
Rickon!
Only one, but I've seen him like 3 times. I can't get any renown on them because of Carhold, and I don't have Winterplot, which is a bit sad. Oh, sorry, I jumped ahead. So just defending with Bob, I win the challenge, but I don't get the renown because of Carhold. But I do get the reaction with Mage. From winning the challenge, I get to look at the top card of my deck and draw it for a start card. And as every card in my deck is a start card, I got to draw it. Military was Summer for 4.
Yeah, he can afford to take the claim off Bob.
Yeah, so make sure it isn't unopposed. And then takes the claim of Bob. These are gates to draw an aria.
Oh, yeah, great. I'm sure he's really happy to see that.
More stealth, yay!
So you're drawing 3 cards around, plus recurring a card around, so you're getting 4 cards into your hand.
I got 4 that turn, plus 5 if you can't Summer, because a Mage cast
5, yeah.
Castle Gates one.
Whereas Callum, he can't use his agenda to draw the card now.
Mm.
So that's hurting him.
Just checking totals for dominance.
Yeah, Callum's only drawing 2 cards around and that's hurting him.
Mm.
So now the drawing power of Stark. You know, they don't seem to have many weaknesses. You've got loads of economy, you've got loads of draw, you've got multi-stand with multiple actions.
This was a bit sad.
So I guess Mage is going right.
Yeah, makes sense.
I mean, you've seen VD and Wildfire, so you probably know Valar Morghulis.
Yeah.
Which means Rob unduped seems okay unless he gets a put to the torch off, and then you're sad.
Yeah.
But you have Mira and Winterfell.
Yeah, I'm feeling quite comfortable at this point. Did he just put his cards up?
I think so. So I guess we're going to see Stannis this round then.
It looks like. So 5 from a plot, 1 from the Winter Reserves, 1 from the Northern Armoury. That's 7 gold. And gaining another 2 from the Northern Keep. Need to be careful here of the Withering Cold.
Oh yeah. Great plot. Love that plot.
I like it, but it catches me out. Even when it's my plot.
I just think it's a really cool plot. I love it. One of my favourites, I think. Just behind Battle of Oxcross.
You're a weirdo. Okay, so I'm sitting on, I think, about 5 gold there, so I didn't really need to kneel that Northern Keep then. I could have just left that knelt. But Melisandre's coming back out, as she'd gone back to hand, isn't she, the previous turn? So her reaction there, kneeling Rob, and also Stannis on the board as well. So that was a lot of economy that Callum's put on the board there.
Yeah, it had a King's Road, in addition to the Road and Dragonstone Port and the Fiefdom. Plenty of the economies. Got some suspicious arm movements there, Callum. What are you doing?
Being nervous. And on to my challenges then, I guess. So my issue here is if I use Skagos to help me restand the board, Skagos isn't available for next turn. And I don't have Jon Snow anymore for the on-demand sacrifice. So I just have to be careful not to go too overboard with the kneeling out, I guess.
You've got Skag. Worst case scenario, you can Skag your Chud to go get a third Chud.
But if I use it this turn, I can't use it next turn, basically. I'm doing a military stealth thing, Bob.
Yeah, but you can always just Skag Rickon.
And Callum there playing In the Name of Your King to stop that military from happening, which is a little bit sad.
Oh, yeah.
But also means I don't have to worry about Callum coming back with the military to trigger Sea of Blood.
You could Skag Mira. I'm sure you run more than one Mira.
So an intrigue, stealthing the fire followers, and Callum there kneeling Mel out instead. Which I don't mind too much, it's a big power icon that's been knelt. And then I'm just checking to make sure I've actually got extra copies of things.
That's Skagos.
Yeah, so I'm deciding to use Skagos on the steward.
Yep, seems good. React. Is Mira going away? She
yeah.
Callum must be pretty sad. He probably knows that it was just going to be nigh on unwinnable when he saw Winterfell on setup.
Well, he's not had a single Sea of Blood trigger yet, has he?
He never was going to unless he has Winterplot.
Yeah, or Nightmares.
Yeah, the Withering Cold might have been his best bet with the kind of deck that he has. But against Stark, with all their stand, all their draw, all the economy that you've got, I don't think you win that 1 in maybe 10.
Yeah.
So not a problem with the player, I think, but just a bad matchup. And it's fine to have bad matchup now and then. You know, it's okay if one faction completely counters what you're trying to do, because that's the meta, isn't it? It's a living card game. These things go round and round. But Stark are strong in so many areas. It ain't right, I tell you.
So I'm doing a power there, stealthing Stannis, I think, because Bob's blank at the moment. And looks like it's going through unopposed. This means that Callum's going to be able to do all 3 challenges if he so wishes. And as 2 of the cards stand up naturally by themselves anyway, I guess there's no reason why you wouldn't, right?
Yeah, agree.
Is there an intrigue there? I don't think I'll make the right choice here.
You're gonna mirror. They say two are gonna stand anyway, but Withering Cold means the other 2 aren't gonna stand. Which hurts him more than you, because you can just stand your board at will. You know, if you have one
Well, you
sacrifice
say it will,
effect,
but what sacrifice effect do I have at the moment?
who knows?
None.
Your last plot is fallen from favour, right?
Yeah.
Sacrifice character, stand your board.
Yeah.
No. Oh, I thought that was a common follow-up to Withering Cold. Heir to the Iron Throne. You're going to sack that Rickon and put a fat cat into play.
Yeah.
Hey, wait. Breaking Ties are you restricted?
Yeah.
No Wyman.
No Wyman.
Why, man?
See, now you're doing the bad puns, and it's not even an original.
That wasn't a major pun.
You're such an idiot.
What?
You know what?
I've gone into your secret cache of puns.
You know what it is?
Daylight Robbery.
Oh my god, did you find the book?
What book?
Daylight Robbery. I like it. Well done. Book of puns.
Cool. So, what's going on?
I think I shouldn't have brought Mirror out that last turn.
Have you made an error?
Maybe, because my board's all now. I'm probably going to get more now if Callum does any tricks.
Uh-oh. What are you wolving for? Do you even have any more wolves?
I don't think so.
I think you've skagged Summer once or twice.
So, I have a question, which I don't think I thought about on the day, but could I rick on my own Time of Wolves and then stand my board from that?
You can.
See, that would have been a really smart play, wouldn't it?
Yes.
Because I don't have any more wolves to go and get. So I should have just rick-on, shouldn't I?
Yeah.
So,
Actually.
yes.
But then standing Arya, Mira, and a Chud, they're not huge characters, but 2 of them have stealth.
Yeah, I'm not first player though. But yeah, maybe I should have used Rick on there and stood everyone back up.
Flop, flop.
Yeah.
Oh no, you've got no cards left.
It's got one there. Oh no, it's a plot card.
It is a plot card. You just asked exactly the same question.
Yeah.
I'm sat next to Callum now. I'm commiserating. And he's like, I'm so sad.
Oh god, he isn't he?
He just wants it over and done with.
That's a proper huff then.
It's super frustrating playing against a board like this. When you win, but you don't
Is that
win.
Wolf King?
Could be.
What did Wolf King do again?
You played it in your deck.
What does Wolf King do again?
My word. You don't kneel for military. And they become a king. Flop military.
So this was a really, really, really bad idea on Callum's part.
Why?
Because I can just defend little with Summer, lose a challenge, kill someone, and then stand everyone back up.
Maybe he wanted the game to be over, and so it helped you.
Maybe. Intrigue goes through unopposed.
Yeah, take that.
And then the power.
I like it.
He really just wants the game over, doesn't he?
Yeah, he's had enough. He's
had
like,
enough.
get me out of this hell.
I genuinely feel like he could have done a lot more damage though, because we had another hour.
I don't think he wants to do damage. I think he wants to end the torture.
And decides to intimidate Mira.
Yeah, now you can't do all 3 challenges.
So I'll do a military. Oh, maybe I do have to kneel it.
What? Why?
I don't know. Callum told me I have to kneel it.
Is that not Wolf King?
Maybe it isn't. Oh.
No, it's Favour of the Old Gods. Wow.
There you go, Favour of the Old Gods.
So you won a store championship.
I did! Did you win one?
You didn't even know what half your card did.
Nah, I didn't.
Well done.
Thanks. So, to celebrate winning a store championship, woo! And also because, you know, you guys are awesome for following the channel, we have a little competition for you.
Do we?
Yes! What was the map that you got for this store championship season?
The
jousting-y one, right?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. Basically, if you can tell us how many times Callum triggered Sea of Blood in this game...
That is
We
cruel.
will... Haha. Shush! Don't give it away. We will enter your name into the prize draw and the winner can win a playmat.
Cool.
There you go.
I take it you're giving away your map, right?
Yeah, that's fine. We've got too many mats anyway. So yeah, so if you'd like to win one of the play mats from this this season's Store Championships, then let us know how many times Callum triggered Sea of Blood,
What
and
did
we
we
will
do?
enter your name.
Let us know how many times Rebecca cheated in this game.
No! Anyway, you can enter your answers by messaging us on our Facebook page. If you do it privately, you can message either me or Richard on Facebook. Or if you're a Patreon, you can message us on the Patreon channel as well.
If you answer both questions correctly, we might add a little extra prize in there.
You're an arsehole. If you like to support the channel, you can do so by going to patreon.com/the White Walkers, and we'll be recording the Brighton Charity Show soon, and we'll get those out as soon as we can.
Superb.
So thanks everyone for watching, and we'll see you next time. Bye.
Bye.